don't have reservations for Valentine's Day, or you just want to enjoy a romantic dinner in the comfort of your own home, we have some tips just for you. John Geschrei. I knew I'd get it wrong. Is the executive chef at Belterra Resort and Casino, and he's joining us today. All right, you have in front of us what I think is just absolutely beautiful. Will you give us the menu?
Absolutely. We'll start off with a butternut squash and pear soup. It's roasted pears and butternut squash.
Okay, yummy.
Right? And we'll just do a quick garnish. I got some dried pear chips.
Dried pear chips. So you think we can do all this, don't you?
With the right equipment, you can.
If we just paid attention to instructions and did it.
Follow the step, right? You can't deviate.
Is there a tip to doing a butternut, like getting it that creamy and
in a food processor. Roast your butternut squash and pears, throw it in a food processor, puree it. And
okay.
sometimes we pass it through like a sieve so that you take all the...
Get it just through a strainer.
Exactly.
All right,
through
great.
A strainer. Next, we have just a good bitter winter green salad, and to stay kind of with the season. And there's a lot of fruit in this menu too. Some dried cherries.
But that's good, right?
That's good.
We're getting our
yeah.
5.
And here's the butterfat, a little
butterfat. Stilton blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
Yummy.
Candy pecans. You want to dress that for me?
This I can do. You can do this, right? We can all do this. So just
go for it. Yeah. There you go. Oh, wonderful.
Just like this?
Beautiful.
Do we want anything on the edges of the plate?
You could do that if you want to give it a little. There you go. Oh, hey, you got it.
See?
Perfect.
Look at that on the show.
Perfect.
No.
Then we have 2 entrees we're showing today. A lot of people like steak and lobster, or they think of luxury food,
sure.
So we changed it up a little bit. A good piece of sea bass here. It's been pan-seared, a little bit of Parmesan cheese crust. We have a celery root puree underneath.
That's celery root puree.
Puree versus a potato. So there you go.
So good.
You want to hear a little bit of sauce?
Yeah, okay, so how do I do this?
Just drizzle it around the plate. Just like you did the dressing. Oh,
like
wonderful.
This?
Perfect.
But look. I have to clean, right?
You have to have a little sponge. There you go.
Okay, there we go. I made a mess again, but that's okay. But that's pretty. Is this like this smells like a caramel sauce. What is this?
It's blood orange puree or orange juice reduced down with a little bit of white wine.
Oh,
and then we add a little bit of butter and cream to it.
It's the little touches like that
make the difference.
That really make a difference between what you're eating at home and what you're eating in a restaurant, right?
And we'll take a little curry oil just to kind of highlight the plate.
Curry oil. Do you like when people get excited about trying to make something that you've made at a restaurant?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's a feather in your hat.
Sure.
Next entree, we have a medium rare seared duck breast. It's got a little bit of thyme on it, and wild mushroom risotto beneath, and just some nice sauteed and roasted vegetables.
I think people are afraid of duck breasts. What's the biggest mistake?
Overcooking it, right? And you want to sear it that you render the fat out of the.
Yeah, you cross-hatch. I'm gonna look how pretty that is, and. This is the other duck breast that you made.
Right.
I don't know if we can actually get. Can you see this? You cross-hatch that on the fatty side.
That helps to render the fat out of the skin.
And you really want a hot pan.
Sear it, right. Get that fan going over the stove. You're gonna have a little bit of smoke, and that'll render out the fat.
Now I know it would be much easier just to go to Belterra, have you cook this for me or one of your staff members, and I would enjoy that thoroughly. By the way, hint, hint. But we can do these things if we really, really try.
There is. I mean, there's lots of resources today that there didn't used to be. I mean, on the internet, you can find any of these recipes probably 200 different ways.
Sure. So, now, is this on the menu at Belterra?
We do have it. We do feature this in different meal periods of the day, correct?
Different meal periods of the day. That means dinner, lunch, right?
Yep, correct,
okay.
Correct.
And is there one of these dishes that you're like, this is the dish, if you come to Belterra, I want you to try it?
The sea bass. Absolutely.
Sea bass.
Absolutely. It's one of our favorite dishes.
All right. Any last tips? Any last ideas?
Good luck tomorrow, you guys. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, John Geschrei.
My pleasure.
I would mess it up every single time, I promise. All right. Well, go to WCPO.com for more information on how to make this stuff fantastic.